Bryce James is officially in trouble. Now, of course, Bryce James, the youngest son of LeBron, is around 6'6", super talented hooper, and a lot of people are saying with the genetics that he has the potential to be one of the best prospects in the country, and if not, of all time. Now, yes, you might think that's a stretch, but with those Bron genetics plus being able to shoot the ball and being able to have a strong IQ and just a feel for the game, especially around scoring, that combo is super deadly. Now, some recent rankings have dropped for Bryce James' class, which is 2025, and a lot of people are taking a look at these and were very upset with what's going on. Now, if we take a look at these rankings, man, you see Cameron Boozer is #1. I think a lot of you guys know bro is super cold. Koa P, I've seen his game before. You got a lot of guys over here. Some of these guys have names, some of them don't. Definitely Kyan Anthony we see at 37. Super solid as well. He has been climbing the rankings. We see Eli Ellis at 63. Again, a lot of you guys know bro. He is talented. He's nice. And we got a lot of names on here, but a lot of people are curious and wondering, where is Bryce James? This is a top 150 list of player rankings, and Bryce James is not even on any of them. What's going on? I think #1, we have to realize Bryce James initially, right, was playing for Sierra Canyon under Bronny James basically when he was over there on the varsity team. And we saw Bryce really was not getting much playing time at all. Bryce James again played JV initially and then I believe did play varsity for a little bit. But in this case, if you're not playing, how can you be ranked? I think a lot of people are quick to say, oh, Bryce is just not that good, he's overrated, when we all know just because you're not on a ranking list right now does not mean that you're not going to be nice in the future. Now, #2, we have to discuss, and before I get into it, man, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with the latest information on high school, college, and NBA news. If you do enjoy these types of videos and want to stay up to date, man, hit the subscribe button, like the video now. Now, I will say #2, I think we have to remember as well, Bryce is young. Bryce still has time, and definitely playing for a team like that where Sierra Canyon already had a lot of talent, it's going to be tough for you to just go over there and play and be able to be the man on the court and really show out. Now, with him transferring to this new school, and allegedly Chris Paul's son goes to this school as well, but I do think that in this case, we have to remember #1, I believe Chris Paul's son is much younger, but somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I will say this, I think this new school is going to be an opportunity for Bryce to really show off his game and show how much he's developed. Again, it's been a minute since he was playing in high school for Sierra Canyon. Again, he has been playing AAU, and I gotta say this, even when Bryce transitioned to AAU, yes, he had some good highlights, but even a lot of the teams he was playing for AAU, Bryce was not really scoring like that. And he really looked, again, he looked like he had some work to put in, right? Bryce can score the basketball. Again, he can shoot the ball, but I think his handle is something that definitely lacks. That, again, he has time to develop and work on this. And I think if he really puts in the time to develop and his speed and agility as well, he's going to be a solid player. Again, with that height, you just can do so many different things. It's all about putting those pieces in the right place to be able to dominate against this other competition. I think lastly, we got to talk about, man, rankings really do not mean much long term. There's so many hoopers that we know, and it's so many different stories where these guys are ranked #1 in the country, #2 in the country, top 10, and they don't even end up making the NBA. So usually just because you're ranked very highly or not ranked at all at a certain point in your career does not really say much about how you're going to do long term. Now, can it indicate if you're nice or not? For sure. But I think Bryce, again, with this new school, is going to have an opportunity just to show off, show what he's made of, and really prove the haters wrong that he's not just the son of an NBA player, but he's much more than that. Now, another popular high school player is Mikey Williams, but his career might officially be over, and you won't believe why. So click this video on the screen right now.